Welcome to Holy Science, How I Stumbled Upon the Answers to Life and the Universe. Chapter 1. Introduction. If I were a superhero, I would be called Average Man. I am average in every way. Average weight, average height, average appearance, and mostly average intelligence. My discoveries are not because I am some genius. I'm not even smart out of a crowd. I'm not a better Christian than anyone else, and I haven't been given this understanding because of anything good or better about me. What follows is my explanation of what has been shown to me simply because I asked questions. It's not as much science as much as it is God revealing His creation. As a new Christian in my college-aged years, I came to believe that God doesn't honor the achievements of men, but instead uses them to create His own stories. One of the achievements I've always been wary of is education. You see all kinds of people trying to become something, become important, someone others admire. Higher education holds temptations that I believe can ruin a person's character. Knowledge puffs up, but love builds up. 1 Corinthians 8:1. Jesus prayed, "I praise you, Father, for you saw it good to hide these things from the wise and the learned, but have revealed them to babes and the simple." John 5:19. In Ecclesiastes 12:12, King Solomon said, "Much learning is a weariness of the flesh. Of making books there is no end." And here I am, making a book about it. I dropped out of college because I was suspicious of the worldly format that had been created. Overpaid, arrogant professors dominated the university classrooms, and personalities were gods to young adults at the very threshold of their awakening. I already have a God, I thought. Although it was scary to drop out because it felt I would be doomed to low wages, it struck me. "You shall work by the sweat of your brow and bring forth fruit from the earth." Deuteronomy 6:24. I knew I wanted to contribute something tangible instead of paperwork or other jobs I considered useless, busy work. Working on a piece of paper instead of producing a brick-and-mortar product seemed like vanity to me. It's not that I am against education or schooling. I believe that true education should involve an internal discovery, and schooling should be limited and for a specific purpose, and that apprenticeship is a better path. At around 28 years old, and after working several of my own businesses, I began to ponder about the universe. I knew nothing about physics, but I was curious about how God existed and how He made things. I asked, how did God make an atom? As Einstein stated, "All I ever did was ask questions." Although I didn't understand it at the time, this simple question started my journey. The word education comes from a Greek word that means to bring forth from within. Only later did I understand that God gives each person gifts that are like a seed. When the seed is watered, it grows according to its design. As prideful, egotistical people, we tend to squash the gift out of people with formal education, killing the natural childlike state of being curious. Think about how a child learns to speak and understand words and walk from knowing absolutely nothing. I believe God is an internal parent and teacher who guides us and shows us which direction to take and what to avoid. The following is my story about how God guided me to understand things that I believe are beyond what physicists understand today. When the first man gives his testimony, he seems to be right, until the second man presents his case. Proverbs 18:17. In physics, we get a basic understanding of how things are made, and it's essentially correct. It's not the basic understanding that I'm disputing, but rather what's left unsaid. Physicists ignore areas that cannot be explained. The same is true with psychology and biology. As science progresses, these areas become more pronounced. Many people have tried to explain it, but I'm here to blow the whistle. They've left real science behind. If there is a God, science ultimately proves it. It's simply a matter of time and discovery.